Welcome everybody, this is Speedwell Travel. My name is Eve and tonight I am staying at the Moxy Hotel in Edinburgh Airport. Now, as you can see from the outside, it is still under quite a bit of construction at the moment. I think they're adding additional rooms, so there was construction going on. Please be aware of this at the moment. This is August 2025. If you are going to be staying here during the day because you might have difficulty sleeping if you've come off a late flight. So I just want to give you a quick room tour. Corridors are really dark, however the rooms are lovely and bright with big windows. It's nice to see a double lock on the door plus a little spy hole in case you get a knock at the door. The air conditioning is just up here. I'm not sure I had it because I opened the window just overnight to get some fresh air in, but yeah. They do supply a hairdryer and some rather fetching coat hangers. And there's also a full-length mirror to the side. There is a little room for some luggage storage. Now there was this goodie bag. I did find some water in here, but I wasn't really sure what it was for. So I didn't use it, and I wasn't sure if I was to take it away or what I was to do with it. I was a bit confused. There is kettle and tea and coffee, and some lovely reading lamps. There's charging points, and a flat screen TV. The lighting was various around the room. It was really nice, but it was quite hard to work all the different switches, and I did again get quite confused with this. And as I said earlier, the window just opened slightly, and as I was here during the day, I heard nothing but construction noise going on all the time. Can't be helped, I suppose, but it would have been nice if it had shut up before 7 p.m. at night. There is a large double bed, and as I said, the lights at the side of the bed are lovely, but they are a little bit awkward to operate. One up, one down, one over here, one over there. I always get a bit confused. There is this sort of well, it's not an armchair, it's an easy chair. Again, there's USB and charging points, and that's the light switches. And into the bathroom, it is small but compact but very functional. Obviously the toilet, spotlessly clean. Really nice place to use. Toiletries are supplied, as are tissues and water glasses. And there's lovely fresh towels. And they're just underneath the sink here, along with additional toilet paper if you need it. And a bin on the floor. The shower was a straightforward walk-in shower. There is a bath mat so that you don't slip. There wasn't a lot of space in here, but again, it was absolutely fine. The water pressure was lovely. They do supply you with body wash and shampoo. And that's really all I can say about the bathroom. So back out into the room again. And here's just a final look at the layout. Thank goodness for the blackout drapes. They were absolutely excellent. I had no problem sleeping. Now, as I had a very, very early start in the morning, I was up at 4 a.m, so I thought I'd come down into the bar and reception area to show you around while it was empty. So it's full of these little boards and things with little comments on them. There's the bar seating area. And the purple area is actually the bar. You can order your food and drink here. There are seats around the bar or seats around elsewhere. There is a pool table. And there's also this football thing, as well as a games machine. I don't use any of this stuff. I suppose it will appeal to a certain part of the market, which is probably the younger part. Not really much use for me. Again, this is one of these communal tables where you just sit down, whoever you're with. I'm not a great fan of these social spaces. As I said, I quite like having my own individual table rather than sitting in these great big bunches. There was some flight information up to the left there, and the lifts that take you upstairs. These were books that were stacked and just added a feature to the reception area. Quite quirky, didn't mind that at all. The decor was rather odd though in places. Wasn't sure what this was for other than to divide up the space between the lift corridor and the seating area. There is a kind of business centre here with a couple of computers to be used and a printer, which I suppose will be handy if somebody needs to print a boarding pass in a hurry. There are a couple of these rooms. I'm sure you can hire them for meetings. They're not hugely private. You could actually see everything right through them. So not too sure if I would ever want to hire one of these if I was having a meeting. And again, just a different set of seating areas, more high table on this side, plug points, charging points to the left, and then a couple of more private areas. This again was a big stack of books here. Again, not for helping yourself to or reading, you'd pull the wall down, but quite an interesting concept. So I'm sorry it's all so dark, but as I said, it was 4 a.m. and the airport was already starting to jump. I didn't really sleep very well here at all, I'm afraid. I found the bed extremely uncomfortable and the pillows really hurt my neck. And the shower was absolutely fine. I didn't eat here because I was having such an early start. The price point was quite ridiculous, but it was August in Edinburgh, so I should have expected that. Anyway, if you stayed here and you enjoyed it, please link a comment down below. Please also subscribe to the channel and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.